The Sonic universe is loud, fast, and full of rings, but slow it down for a second and you'll notice something strange. For every flashy transformation and climactic boss fight, there's a ton of stuff that just never gets explained. What's up with Sonic's backstory? Who built all those ancient temples? Why does a haunted plush version of Tails exist? And seriously, where did Infinite go? This video isn't just about the facts, it's about the gaps, the moments that leave fans scratching their heads and asking, wait, was that ever explained? So today, we're diving headfirst into the biggest, weirdest, and most unsolved mysteries in Sonic history. Let's crack open the lore vault and see what secrets Sega forgot to tell us. Who is Sonic's family? Let's start with the obvious. Who are Sonic's parents? Does he even have any? We've known Sonic since the 90s, but for all his screen time, the dude has zero confirmed biological family in the main canon. In the Archie comics, we had Jules and Bernadette, two chill Hedgehog parents living in the woods, but after the reboot, they vanished from continuity. In the games, nothing. Sonic's just there, fully grown, already heroic, no backstory. Did he just sprint out of a Chaos Emerald one day? Is he a forest spirit? Was he raised by owls like in the movie? Even Sonic Underground gave him a mom. But Game Sonic, he's got more backstory with chili dogs than with actual family. This might be one of the biggest long-running gaps in the franchise. And whether it's intentional mystery or forgotten lore, it leaves fans with one burning question. Where did Sonic really come from? What exactly is Shadow, the Hedgehog? We all know Shadow, the ultimate life form. Chaos-powered, wears rocket shoes, punches first, broods later. But here's the real question. What even is he? We're told he was created by Professor Gerald Robotnik, a man who was working with alien DNA, chaos energy, and also maybe black magic. Shadow isn't just fast. He's got powers Sonic can't even touch. He can use chaos control without emeralds, survive supernova-level explosions, never ages. Some fans say he's a bioengineered alien hybrid thanks to the black arms. Others think he's infused with chaos energy like a living emerald. And then there's the theory that Shadow isn't really Shadow, that the one we play as after SA2 is a clone. Shadow's own existence is a lore puzzle Sega never finished. And the deeper you dig, the weirder it gets. What happened to Infinite? Remember Infinite, you know, the edgy jackal with the cracked mask who could bend reality and had a theme song that sounded like a Linkin Park boss battle. Sonic Forces hyped him up like the next big bad. Reality warping powers, military level destruction, and then poof, no return, no update, no redemption arc. All we know is he got beat, vanished, and might still be out there, bitter, edgy, and full of anime monologues. Was he erased by the Phantom Ruby collapsing? Did Eggman imprison him? Is he hiding in another timeline like Silver? To this day, fans are waiting for Infinite to return, because you don't just drop a villain that cool and not bring him back. What is the Tails doll? This one's a mix of real game and internet legend. The Tails doll first showed up in Sonic R. Just a weird floating, soulless looking plush version of Tails. No voice, no animation, just floating and staring into your soul. But the fandom turned it into a legend. Creepypastas started flying. Tails doll could kill your game file, haunt your dreams, crawl through your TV like a furry horror movie villain. Clearly, that's just fan fiction, right? Well, here's the creepy part. Sega never actually explained it. They've referenced Tails doll in merch and even brought him back as an Easter egg in Sonic Mania Plus. But no lore, no origin, no comment. It's like they want us to keep guessing. Who built the ancient temples? You ever notice how Sonic keeps running through ruins? From Angel Island's floating temples to the Hidden Palace Zone to the Frontiers Islands. There are massive, ancient structures all over the place, all covered in glowing glyphs, advanced tech, and murals of prophecies no one ever explains. Who made them? The Echidnas? The Ancients? Tikal's people? Some of these structures are clearly tied to Chaos Emeralds and even Supersonic, but others are just there. And the Sonic Frontiers timeline threw even more lore at us. The Ancients were an alien race that crash landed on Earth. They were connected to chaos energy, and then they went extinct. But does that explain all the temples? Because those ancient murals from Sonic Adventure, they show a war, a supersonic figure, and something even darker. Were these temples part of a forgotten chaos cult? A pre-Echidna civilization? The more you look at the backgrounds, the more it feels like Sonic is sprinting through the ruins of civilizations that knew about him before he was born. Spooky. Who was MEPHILES the Dark? If you know, you know. MEPHILES appeared in Sonic 06 as a literal shadow demon. He's born from Shadow's form. He can time travel. He can split into copies. And he literally kills Sonic. Not a knocked out scene. Actually dead. It's one of the darkest moments in the entire franchise. But then the timeline gets reset. MEPHILES disappears. And no one talks about him again. Here's what's strange. His powers seem connected to both chaos, energy, and time. He had no mouth until he laughed. MEPHILES had zero redemption, no real origin, and no return. He just shows up, causes multiverse scale destruction, and then vanishes like a cursed creepypasta. Where did he go? Is he still lurking in some broken timeline? Or is he the one pulling strings behind the chaos we keep seeing? What happened to Tails' confidence? Let's be real. Tails used to be fearless. Sonic 2, he's flying planes and jumping into battle. Sonic Adventure, he's fighting Eggman solo and proving he can be a hero too. Sonic X, he's building rockets and standing his ground. And then in Sonic Forces, he breaks down crying in front of Chaos Zero. The same Chaos he's literally defeated before. Fans were like, what happened to you, man? Some think it was lazy writing. Others argue it's PTSD or burnout from too much trauma. Let's not forget this kid has seen time travel, alternate dimensions, robot wars, and his friends nearly die multiple times. But Sega never addressed it. They just rewrote Tails as timid. Since then, we've seen flashes of his old self in Frontiers, but that strange shift in Forces remains unexplained, and it's a sore spot for a lot of fans who grew up with him as their favorite. What are the Chaos Emeralds? Really, we all know what the Chaos Emeralds do. Make you go super, power up machines, defy time and space, solve plot problems instantly. But what are they? Are they alien tech, living energy, physical manifestations of emotion? Some games hint the ancients created them. Others say they existed before civilization. Sonic Adventure showed Chaos living inside the Master Emerald. Frontiers implied they connect to cyberspace. Some theories say the emeralds are sentient, that they choose who can use them. Others think they're fragments of a greater cosmic entity, but Sega has never settled on one explanation. They're magic rocks, space batteries, whatever the plot needs, and somehow that makes them even more mysterious. Where did Scourge go? In the Archie comics, we got one of the best alternate universe characters ever, Scourge the Hedgehog, evil Sonic from a parallel world. Green fur, purple flames, biker jacket, super Scourge form, yes, it's real, and pure chaotic energy. Scourge wasn't just evil Sonic, he hated Sonic. He thought Sonic got everything handed to him, and Scourge wanted to tear it all down. He was basically the Vegeta of the Sonic comics. Then the Archie reboot happened. Scourge vanished. No appearances in IDW, no hints in the games. Some fans hoped Sonic Prime might bring a version of him back. It didn't. So where is he? Sega owns him. The fan base loves him, and we have a multiverse setup begging for his return. Bring him back. Who is Sage? Really? In Sonic Frontiers, Sega introduced one of the most intriguing new characters we've had in years, Sage. She's Eggman's AI daughter. She controls cyberspace. She bonds with Sonic and then sacrifices herself in one of the most emotional endings in Sonic history. But wait, what even is she? An artificial intelligence? Yes. A self-aware program? Yes. But how does she connect to the Chaos Emeralds, cyberspace, and the Titans? She feels feelings. She cries. She evolves. That's not just coding, that's something more. Some fans theorize she's modeled after Maria Robotnik, Gerald's granddaughter and Shadow's best friend. Others think she's Eggman's own subconscious, projected into AI form. And then there are the big theories. Sage isn't just Eggman's creation, she's a reincarnated soul, or a manifestation of cyberspace itself trying to break free. By the end of Frontiers, she's alive again, but different. What changed? What's coming next? And most importantly, is Sage a person now? Whatever the case, Sega teased her heavily for the next game. So this mystery might actually get answers soon. And when it does, you know we're making a full breakdown. Bonus rapid fire mysteries. Let's close it out with a lightning round of mysteries that still haunt the fandom. What happened to Babylon Garden after Sonic Riders? Who was the original creator of the Phantom Ruby? Why does Boom Shadow exist, and why is he angrier than usual? What's the real deal with Silver's future? Why does it never get fixed? Why did Mighty and Ray vanish for literal decades? Why does Sonic survive space re-entry without a scratch, but drowns in water instantly? These are the questions we stay up up at 3 a.m. thinking about, and we love it. And that's the deep dive. Sonic's world might look cartoony on the outside, but it's full of unanswered questions, mysterious timelines, and characters who deserve so much more lore than they got. Whether it's forgotten villains, ancient prophecies, or haunted plush dolls, there's a reason this fandom is so obsessed with theories, because the gaps are where the magic lives. So now it's your turn. What's your favorite unsolved mystery in the Sonic universe? Drop it in the comments. I might just feature it in the next video. Smash that like button, sub for more chaos and clarity, and as always, go get your yellow blur moment.